Next item is treasurer's recommendations and reports. Mrs. Lane?
Mr. Birding, members of the board, I have for your consideration tonight the following items. Letter A is recommend approval of the minutes of the May 16th, 2019 regular board meeting and the June 6, 2019 regular work session meeting. Letter B is recommend approval of the financial reports for the month of May 2019. Letter C is recommend approval of the 2018-19 amended appropriations resolution. Letter D is recommend approval of the 2019-2020 appropriations resolution. Letter E is recommend approval of the following donations. We received a donation of office supplies valued at $100 from Moss Vale Incorporated to the Fairfield City School District. Our second donation is $5,800 from Fairfield Crossroads Middle School PTC to Fairfield Crossroads Middle School to be used for a new server. Our third donation was $7,000 from Fairfield East Elementary School PTC to Fairfield East Elementary School for the purchase of iPads, public address systems, and stand-up desks. And our fourth donation tonight are donations that were made by the following PTCs to the Fairfield City School District to be used for raffle drawings for our kindergarten registration. And those are listed. They were $50 gift cards from each of the Central, Compass, East, North, South, West PTCs. Brings our total donations tonight for 2019 to $68,391.92. Letter F is recommend approval of the disposal of fixed assets as listed. And just to note, the computers that are listed under Compass were actually computers that were old computers from the intermediate school that got moved. Now we have the new computers that we received when we opened the new buildings, so now they've gone through all those finally and are now disposing of them. So we have several pages of those. Our technology department is very busy during the summer. Letter G is recommend approval of the resolution agreement to provide services by the Butler County Educational Service Center to the Fairfield City School District. And I would like to waive the reading of that resolution.
That's okay. Yep.
Letter H is recommend approval of the fund-to-fund advances as listed. Again, we have several pages of those. Letter I is recommend approval of the fund-to-fund transfers as listed. Again, several pages of those. We're down to letter J, which is recommending approval of the Community Reinvestment Area Agreement with Calvary Industries and Palmer Grant Corporation, contingent upon approval by Fairfield City Council on July 8th, 2019. This agreement includes a 5-year 60% tax exemption with an annual payment to the district of $2,350. And that concludes my items tonight.
Thank you, Mrs. Lane. At this time, I will entertain a motion to accept the recommendations.
I'll make a motion.
So moved. Second. Sorry.
Any questions or comments?
I just had a couple quick comments. I always love to see our generous PTCs, and so it's great to see those donations here. There's a lot of work that goes into that, so that's thank you to the PTCs. And then I love to see that we're getting rid of a tape cassette player. That's like vintage. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's it.
Any other questions or comments?
I had a question. I saw where compared to last year, the cost of services with ESC has gone up a fair amount, but I did not see the appendix for last year showing what the services were for. So are we obtaining additional services from them, or is the cost of doing business just gone up?
It pays for all of our personnel that we hire through the Butler County Educational Service Center. So as we add positions, the services increase. That's part of the increase. The other piece, maybe we've added additional special education services, whether it be 1 day a week we need another speech language pathologist or audiologist, or some of those hard to hire positions. Sometimes the ESC provides those services for us. So it may be something where we need a small amount of time and effort for one person that we can't hire, but yet they can provide that service. So it's a combination of both personnel and services.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's an excellent question for a new board member.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Mrs. Lane, will you call the roll, please?
Mrs. O'Neill,
Yes.
Mr. Begley,
Yes.
Mr. Birding,
Yes.
Mrs. Gundram,
Yes.
Mrs. Shorter.
Yes.
Motion passes.